Hi everyone and welcome to the AI Shift. This week we're going to look at why AI isn't working and it's not the tool's fault. My name is Craig Pateman and it's good to be with you this week as we present to you another session on the AI Shift. And this week I'm unpacking why most business owners feel like AI just isn't working and why the real issue isn't the tool but the missing system behind it. Today, you'll walk away with a three-part framework to build that system. Plus, we're going to share with you one weekly prompt that we use to cut 90% of the time from any recurring task. So let me guess, you've all tried your LLM tool. It's a bit of a tongue twister. You've tried ChatGPT, maybe Claude, maybe Gemini, you've got your favorite tool to use there. You've had a look at a few image generation tools with ChatGPT, Runway, Midjourney. You maybe even tried an automation app. You've tried a few email generating AI tools to help you either craft better looking emails or to do your email outreach. But here's the thing, you're probably still stuck doing the same thing, doing more of it, just faster or with more chaos. And we're all told that AI will make things easier and that AI should just work out of the box. If I plug in ChatGPT, set up a tool or install automation, I should see the results immediately. But that's not happening, is it? AI isn't broken. It's just that most businesses are trying to use AI without a system. And AI isn't failing you. It's doing exactly what you asked in a system you never designed. And when you do that, all you get is more noise, not more clarity. Let's look at a system truth. So what's really going on? You're really not doing anything wrong. You're just more likely doing it out of sequence. And you're doing what everyone else is probably doing. You're looking to get more output versus not necessarily getting more outcome, getting more of the goals, the targets that you want to achieve. You're producing more content, you may be producing more social media posts, you may be producing more emails, but you're not getting any better results. So here's the truth most people avoid. AI doesn't replace systems, it will amplify them. If your process is broken, AI just speeds up the dysfunction. It'll just give you more of chaos. And everyone's been treating AI like a time saver. But what we really need is a clarity amplifier. And that's what I'm going to show you now, a system that three-part framework system that we teach our clients before they ever start moving into a prompt and ever start using to really unleash AI in their business. As we say, you should start with small steps first. AI will have a lot of power, a lot of benefit for your business, but you need to start and get some control around that. And you need to start with a system to be able to amplify what is working. As we said earlier, AI will amplify something. If it's good, it'll amplify that. If it's bad, it will amplify that. So what we have our clients do and have them step through is define, one workflow. It could be a recurring newsletter. It could be a recurring email. It could be a follow-up for your leads. It could be your data reporting. And then you assign a role to AI. But last week we spoke about 5 roles to have in your business with AI to give it a title, whether it be your content generator, whether it be your strategic partner, whether it be your data analyst, whether it be just your assistant, or whether it be your connector, such as using Zapier to connect different functions. But you don't just ask, say, if you use ChatGPT for something for help. You give it a title, such as, is it your strategic thinking partner? Is it your editor? Or is it your analyst? And then you give it a role to do something. And then what you do at the end is you build a feedback loop. How will you know it's working? You need to get results, you need to see what the outcome is. You're getting more output over here, but what is the outcome that you are looking to achieve? Is it saving you time? Are you improving your conversions? Are you having more emails opened? Without knowing these answers, you're just guessing. You're just feeding things into the system but getting no result. You're clogging up the machine, you're using the machine, and you're getting no result. Let's say you use AI to write 3 email drafts. So you review the emails before you send them out, and then you track the reply rate. So every Friday you tweak your result, your actions based on your results. So every Friday you sit down and you look at, we sent these emails out with the benefit of AI, and did we get an increase in our open rate? Did we get an increase in our click-through rate? Did we get an increase in our conversion rate? Otherwise, why are you sending the email? Why are you sending that email out if you don't have a clear outcome that you want from that? So now you're not just running AI, you're running a system. Now, so let me give you one prompt that we use every Friday that completely reshapes our workflow, our thinking, and the way we operate our business. And we call it the 10% leverage prompt. So this is where we, every Friday, just pick a workflow, something that's a recurring task that we have, that we want to free up 90% of our time doing it and utilize AI to do that. So we say, and we put it clearly, act as my strategic business thinking partner. So we don't just give it, here, AI, this is a task, what can I do? We be more specific with what role we want the AI to play, so we get a more specific response. If you give a generic title to it, or as my assistant, or as this, but you're giving it a role to play, you're assigning it a job. This is its job description, its job title, a strategic business thinking partner. And you insert your task. It could be your weekly newsletter. It could be reviewing your sales reports. It could be reviewing Google Analytics. It could be doing whatever that you do, recurring tasks that you do every week. And you might say every Friday, or you might do every 2 weeks, but whatever. How could I reduce this to 10% of the time while maintaining or improving the outcome? So you're not just trying to increase your output, you're trying to increase your outcome. Before you answer, you're asking your LLM to ask you 3 questions to clarify the purpose, process, and desired result. Now, the reason for that is so that your AI tool will just garner more information from you. It will get more details so it can be more specific in how to get the result you want, as in reduced it to 10% of the time. So it will then come back with 3 questions that you will answer, so it can then work out the best way to take that forward. Now, this does 2 things for you. It forces you to define what matters. It forces AI to think like a partner, not a shortcut. Now, let's take for an example, you could have the task of saying, I write a weekly newsletter. AI may come back with these 3 questions for you. What's the purpose of the newsletter? So that'll force you to think of what outcome do I want with the newsletter? What parts do you repeat every week? So you might do a curated newsletter of the latest AI articles, or like we do, a variety of different newsletters. And what does good look like for you in terms of what do you really want to achieve? Now, this forces you that you're not guessing, you're designing. So you're giving AI a specific role to play, you're giving it a specific outcome you want to achieve, but you're also giving yourself and forcing yourself to think and plan about what you want to achieve with that. Therefore, you then have a system, you then build a system. And that boosts your business. So here's the truth for you today. If AI isn't working for you, Don't blame the tool. Blame the system or the lack of one. When you stop chasing more output and start designing systems around the outcomes you want, what you want your business to achieve or what you want particular tasks to achieve, AI will become a force multiplier for you. That's us for this week on the AI shift. If this has helped you think clearer and you're ready to build real systems, here are your next steps if you want to do more work with us. If you want more prompts and frameworks like this, subscribe to SmlBiz Pulse. That's a monthly newsletter we send out that focuses on using AI in your business for workflows, for pushing and developing your outcomes and growing your business. If you want help installing your first AI workshop, your workflow, then join our next AI workshop. And if you're ready to build your full AI growth operating system, then apply for the AI Focus Engine program. So if any of these three interest you, drop the word clarity in the chat or comments, and we'll DM you links and everything in relation to those programs. So this is the shift. You'll move from automation panic to operational clarity, from hacks to systems, from more to better. That's us for this week on the AI shift. My name is Craig Pateman. It's been very good to be with you today. I look forward to catching up with you next week. Until I see